Hey folks. So today I've been thinking about how long it took me to come out, but also um, I've been thinking about all the different ways I tried to tell folks that I was trans. Um, I used to get my hair cut at this salon in Santa Monica, and the owner, Pecha, and I would have really interesting conversations about art and life and gender. And I remember on so many occasions, excuse me, um, talking to Pecha about wanting sideburns. And I must have said that several times. And then one day I said it, and he said, "I'm glad you brought that up." I have a friend that works in the movie industry, and he'll give you sideburns. You can have sideburns like for the weekend or whatever. Um, and I thought about it so long and hard. I found out how much it was. I obsessed over it probably for a few years, and I never did it. And I think the reason I didn't do it is because I thought if I did that, then people would know that I'm trans. It's like I would hint that I was trans, but not want to, I guess, fully own it. Um, like, I remember a conversation with a friend of mine in art school in Los Angeles. We were on the parking deck at Otis, and we were on the top floor, and it was a beautiful night, and the school is near the airport, near the beach, and we were up there talking. And I remember having a conversation about being male and female, animal and mineral. Was that Baudrillard that wrote about that? The multitude of things that we are. If you know, please comment below. I'm drawing a blank right now on the writer, but my friend fully accepted that that was the truth for me. And I don't know if we use the term trans. I'm trying to think what year that was. That was around 2000. So it was a word. And I remember saying over the years, probably since I was in high school or college, that I was a straight man trapped in a lesbian's body. How many of you said that? Did anybody else say that? And that's how I felt. I would tell people directly, I would say, I know you see a lesbian, but that is not how I feel. So it just, it blows my mind that I was really sort of living out in the open and concealed at the same time. There's so many things about my identity that are not contradictory, but simultaneous and happening at the same time. I was looking back over pictures and how I've changed, and excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm still a little bit under the weather. Better today though. I was thinking about what my gender is, what I am. I listened to Buck Angel talk about being a transsexual, and I'm more in his generation, and I get that. He also has a tattoo that says pervert on his back, and I really like that. There's a part of me that loves the term transsexual and pervert because of how provocative they are. And, you know, I listen to other people describe their identity, and then I try not to take that on, which is pretty easy because I don't find myself picking up other people's terms and well, I can't say that. I was going to say I don't really try things on, but maybe I do. Because I know I refer to myself as a trans man, but I don't always feel that way. And I realize now that I mention it, I've been calling myself that less and less. Transmasculine fits, but it doesn't feel like quite enough in a way. And then I instantly judge myself and say, why not? Why isn't that enough? What's wrong with that? Is it not manly enough? So I think I'm rethinking my gender these days, and kind of watching like how I feel when I hear someone say something like gender is dead. When I first would hear that phrase, I think a part of me would be annoyed because I fought so long to be a fella, and then to hear people saying gender was dead really pissed me off. It's like, finally I've made it to the party, and now you're telling me that gender's dead. And I understand when people want to get beyond gender and labels and that kind of thing. I get that. And yet, I think because I am always trying to describe things as a writer or as a painter, as a creative person, I can't help but have these terms tumbling around inside, and one will click into place. Like, okay, this one with this one and this is a combination, that is me. But I don't know if anything has quite fit yet. I've heard people use the pronoun Z and it and all these pronouns, each category, each subset, each descriptor has its own political baggage or the potential for misunderstanding and inaccuracy. Like, if you say you're a trans man, then what does that leave out? And does it leave out anything? Maybe not. But I think part of this is I'm trying to come to terms with how some people or my family are having a difficult time with my transition. And most people aren't. Most people are experiencing it and seeing that I'm happier and that I'm growing into myself and everything is cool. But maybe the family members that haven't seen me, that are afraid to look at me, I just feel like they're missing so much. But so when they say that they're grieving the old name and that person, then what about the person that is here now? That person's still here. I've changed it, and I have added to myself. I think that I'm not it's not a subtractive sort of process. It's a additive process. I'm more of myself, and that includes everything else. So anyway, that's what I've been thinking about today. Sideburns and gender and what it means to be a multitude of things. No, what do y'all think about that? See you next week.